Hey guys, I love being out in nature right now. We are literally walking through Back Bay. The flowers have sprung. Spring is alive. Spring is here. The poppies, if you've seen the poppies, California's natural state flower, however it's said, sprung. They're beautiful. They're orange. I love orange. I got cactuses to my left, and I just see how beautiful creation is. And when I see that, I just think of how, wow, God is so awesome that He created these cactuses to my left, these wildflowers to my right, and He said it is good. And in that, we can still see the beauty of creation as God intended it to be. With nature, we don't really see how the fall has affected it as much. We don't really see how these flowers are sinning because of what Adam and Eve did, or maybe we could go to global warming with it, but that's besides the point. What we see in nature is how integrated it is with God's creation, His beauty, and His loving kindness. And I don't know about you guys, but I think of integration and I'm like, what does that even mean? Like, how do we even integrate our lives with Jesus and how we're living? And so I turn to nature and see how they're perfectly meshed and how they're doing it well. And then I see, how can I do that well? How can I integrate the life that I'm living with how Jesus has intended me to live? And sometimes it's really hard to combine life with Jesus. I don't know about if you guys feel that from being at school, maybe even being at home with your families all the time, and your families don't really understand how much you love Jesus and how much you miss worshiping with your friends and seeing your community. And maybe that's really hard. And so I just want us to be encouraged to still integrate our life with how Jesus has called us and how we're living out lives after the fall. And this is a choice that we have to make. It's something that we have to ask the Holy Spirit for help with. God, how can I integrate my life without you to my life with you? In college is when I probably tried to figure it out the most, when I had a class on integration in general and figuring out how to combine my life with how Jesus has called us to live and how I was living. It's not easy. It's a really hard process, but the thing is, it's a process. We're all going through it. You guys have the opportunity to start this process at a way younger age than I did, to get so much more ahead of integrating how God has called us to act, how He's called us to love each other, how He's called us to be kind, and to be kind to other people, especially right now. And so it's a really hard thing to do. It's a vulnerable thing to do, to trust Jesus in this time, to trust to see how integrating our life with staying at home, being in self-isolation and quarantine, and just how God's gonna come through with this. And so I just want you guys to take some time and find a comfy spot, maybe go for a walk like I'm on, see nature, or if you're at home and you just want to sit by a window, look outside, see the beauty that spring has done right now. Like, see all the flowers, see the trees, see if it's rainy. Rain's great too, I love the rain. And just look at nature and appreciate how good God is and how beautiful He is, and that He cares about all of these things, but He cares about us so much more. So take a moment to pause and just look around you and to just see the nature that is around. Maybe there's a horse in the background. Maybe there's dogs walking by you on your walk. And then after you're just looking around and seeing how good the Lord is, take a moment to reflect just how you might feel like you're not one in nature, that you're not integrated with God, that you don't necessarily, maybe you don't see His goodness, maybe you don't see His kindness or His love, and that's okay. And so just tell Him that. Be like, God, it's really hard for me to see you right now, so can you please come? And in that moment, ask the Holy Spirit to come and to meet you right where you're at, in the hardness of seeing no beauty, to not seeing how your life maybe even be integrated with Jesus's. And then after that, just ask for strength, for the Holy Spirit to just come into your life, for Him to just provide you with some strength and comfort to be able to integrate what Jesus has called us to live for and how we can live our life right now. So maybe it's at home and it's telling your parents that how you heard Jesus this morning in your morning devotional. Maybe it's calling a friend and being like, hey, I was praying for you. You came to my mind. Is there anything you need prayer for? I don't know what it looks like, and it's going to be different for all of us. It's going to be hard for all of us, and just know I'm on a process just like you into integrating my life in how Jesus has called me to live and how I am living. And so I just want to encourage you guys, you can integrate your life with Jesus even now in quarantine, in your bedroom, on Zoom calls. You can do it. We're all just trying to figure it out together. Love you guys.